And we're back. You're listening to Fire in a Pet Shop on Red AM. That was Rabbit Junk, Inside Your Head, No One Can Hear You Scream, from the album Reframe. And we're still here talking to JP Anderson of the aforementioned band.
Hey, hey.
What makes you happier, the things you have achieved, or the things that you know you're going to achieve?
Well, you know, I just had a birthday recently.
Yep.
And I'm feeling really old. And, you know, I think if you had talked to the JP at 18, he would have figured that by my age, he would have achieved a hell of a lot more than he had. So I'm not feeling really great about my accomplishments these days. You know, man, I feel like I really saw things happening a lot quicker for me. And also, you know, it's been a humbling experience having the music industry kick my ass around, and so I'm very wary of getting my hopes up for the future. So, so I'm just depressed all the time. I'm not happy ever.
You give hope to all of us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know, I'm a bright, cheery guy. And, you know, if you need some optimism, give me a call, all right?
What's the furthest outreach that you've either sold an album to or received a message of support?
In this last week, I sold a couple CDs in Israel.
Yep.
And I was the first. I think that's the farthest away I've ever sold a CD. And those two. It was weird because I got a call, or I got an email in this kind of roughly translated Hebrew saying, "Hey, I downloaded your CDs, but I want to support you. Where can I buy them?" And I wrote back. He said, "Well, how long is it going to take for the CDs to get here?" I said, "Oh, it's like 10 days to Israel." He's like, "Oh, that's good because I got to go to the army for about a week." And then I'll be back. Totally different world. I'm like, wow, man. That's, so I think that's the farthest out.
Excellent. If Rabbit Junk could play a gig as a backdrop to a major historical event, what would that be?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, these are such heavy-duty questions for my foggy, hungover mind.
10 a.m. in the morning. Take that.
Let's see. Oh, boy. Can you give me a hint or something? Some sort of help? It's got to be... I'll try. I so badly want to give you an intelligent answer, but I'm just feeling so retarded at the moment. You know, oh man, major historic event. God, you know, major historic events tend to be so horrible. You know, wars and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of a positive historical event. You know,
like a flower festival, or
yeah, you know, something happy. A flower festival. I like that. Yeah.
The Chelsea Flower Show with Rabbit Junk. I can see it now.
Flower Show. That's it. That's it, mate. Totally.
If your mascot, Evil Bunny, was sat at the dinner table with Bugs Bunny, the Duracell Rabbit, and Hazel from Watership Down, what would he bring to the conversation?
Well, you know, that my mascot has become well known as having really nothing but complete juvenile sexual filth as its only topic of conversation. I mean, it's you know, the amount of complaints on MySpace about that bunny leaving horrid comments on young girls' pages. You know, I just want to say again that I can't be held responsible for, you know, his actions. You know, no, he's going to bring nothing but really crude toilet humor in the conversation, and I don't think the other bunnies would be impressed at all. You know,
if Marcel Marceau, the renowned French mime artist, was to join you on stage, how would he mime to Rabbit Junk?
You know, not to sound like a completely stupid American, but I just for the first time I saw a little video of proper French miming. You know. Because there are no mime artists, I think, on the west coast of this. I think so. I've never remember seeing one. I mean, it's not like I have, you know, the guys doing the wall thing and the rope thing and everything like that. But I think it's pretty impressive when you see when you see the real thing going on. It's something I discounted as having any sort of entertainment value. But now I'm converted to real. I realize now that mimes are very talented. What would he do on stage to a Rabbit Junk song? God, probably put his hands over his ears and run off stage or something like that. miming to a Rabbit Junk song would be a very violent, jerky movement affair, I think. He would probably injure himself, do himself damage, you know. So for his own safety,
he should leave it alone.
Yeah, he should really just stick to the...
What advice would you give to Essex University students who listen to bands not quite as mighty as Rabbit Junk?
Not quite as mighty. Now, so we don't ever use that term, mighty, over here in America. That's because we're all stupid. So what exactly do you mean? The mighty, is that like good or heavy? Or what is that?
That's good, I suppose.
Good. Not quite as mighty. Not quite as good as Rabbit Junk. Well, you know, if they're dissatisfied with what they're listening to now, they should really probably go to the rabbitjunk.com website or to the MySpace page and listen to some tracks. And if they decide that Rabbit Junk is more mighty than what they're listening to now...
You like that word now, don't you?
Mighty. I'm going to go around. I'm going to call up my friends and be like, hey, man, I just heard on the radio that Rabbit Junk is mighty. Mighty. It sounds so strong. We are mighty. Mighty men.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What else is mighty? Can you give me another a band that is also mighty?
Mighty.
I mean, when I think of mighty, I think of Dragon Force.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. I'd say mighty, something like quite, not stodgy, kind of like tough and like it's got lots of layers to it.
Mighty, right.
Mighty.
You think of any other bands?
I would say, I would describe Nine Inch Nails as mighty. Like,
I agree. That sounds like a mighty band. It's kind of
got a real sort of bit of purchase to them.
There we go. Right. Okay. All right.
So now you can take that word as your own.
Yeah. No. Give me a week. Everyone in Seattle will be saying mighty.
There we go. The start of the interview, we were trying to sum up your sound. Now we've got it in one word.
Oh, we got it! We got it! Oh, thank God! God, I'm thinking you. The next time somebody asks me that question, I'm going to say, it's mighty. That's what it is. Oh! Boy, that is really a blessing. That is a gift. Thank you.
Never has one word amused somebody so much.
Oh, mighty. I love it.
Now, this is a bit embarrassing, but my co-host, Mr. Duck, is a big fan, and he would like to ask a couple of questions, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Mr. Duck, ask away.
You know, I would have to describe it as mighty and about 10 inches, but really it's best with orange juice, and I'd only take it on Thursdays. So.
Are you happy with that answer, Mr. Duck? Well, please ask him your final question.
Well, you'd probably have to give her quite a bit to drink, but, you know, it's entirely possible. She certainly is into nakedness when we're home, so I don't see why she wouldn't be into nakedness on stage. You know, hope springs eternal. So, Mr. Ducky, you know, you never know.
You get the big answers from Mr. Duck.
Man, boy.
Fantastic.
You know, your duck and my rabbit should get together because they're dirty.
They could be. I mean, mine's a little bit plastic, so he's kind of armor plated. He's like, we wouldn't be able to hurt him. Right, Mr. JP Anderson, fantastic interview. Thank you very much. You've been a good sport.
Oh, thank you very much for having me on. Anytime for you.
All that's left to do is for you to plug your websites and introduce the next Rabbit Junk song.
All right, so go check out Rabbit Junk at rabbitjunk.com. You can listen to clips of music and also download the video. And then, of course, our obligatory MySpace page is MySpace/RabbitJunkBand, all one word. And please come on by and leave some insulting comments. We love them. And I think for this next track, let's see, you played In Your Head No One Can Hear You Scream, which is kind of poppy, dancey. So let's show the other side of Rabbit Junk. Why don't you play Demons?
Fantastic.
It's the black metal, you know, hardcore side of Rabbit Junk.
That'll wake a few people up.
That's right. You're going to hear a lot more of the black metal